In genetics, every human gene gets a unique symbol combinations of letters and numbers researchers use to identify them worldwide. But some of those symbols looked exactly like dates to Microsoft Excel. For example, SEPT1, a real gene, would automatically be converted by Excel into SEPT1. MARCH1 became MAR-01. This wasn't because scientists typed dates, but because Excel's default auto-formatting thinks anything that looks like a date actually is a date. And here's the crazy part. Excel doesn't warn you. It just quietly changes the text into a date format as soon as the file is opened. In scientific research, accurate data is critical. These gene names show up in spreadsheets shared between labs, included in supplementary data for scientific papers, and even published in peer-reviewed research. Studies found that roughly 1 in 5 genomics papers that included Excel data had gene names incorrectly converted into dates. That means experiments and analyses could be based on corrupted data without anyone noticing. And this isn't just a rough draft. Some of these affected files were official results submitted to journals. That's why scientists couldn't just ignore the problem. Because the problem kept happening, and because Excel wasn't going to change how dates worked, the scientific community did something extraordinary. The Hugo Gene Nomenclature Committee, the official global body that assigns human gene names, actually changed the names of the genes themselves, so Excel can't mistake them for dates anymore. For example, SEPT1 became SEPTIN1. MARCH1 became MARCHF1. And about 27 other genes had similar tweaks to avoid Excel's auto-formatting. That means we now literally refer to human DNA differently because a spreadsheet program breaks down otherwise. Not everyone loved this solution. Some geneticists argued that naming genes with meaningful scientific names should matter more than avoiding software quirks. And many pointed out that newer Excel versions let you turn off auto-formatting, a setting that could have prevented the issue in the first place. Others noted that published datasets from before 2020 still have the old names, which means researchers have to manually fix them when they reuse that data, or use safer identifiers like ensemble gene IDs that don't rely on text symbols. So while renaming solves future problems, the legacy data still needs careful handling. This story is more than a funny tidbit about software messing up science. It reveals a real risk in scientific data sharing that commonly used tools optimized for everyday office work can unintentionally corrupt scientific data. Scientists now think carefully about software choices, metadata standards, and how files are shared so that critical information stays accurate. If a software bug could accidentally change real scientific knowledge, should we fix the software? Or just rewrite the science to suit the software?